Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Coming back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, so you folks, I'm Platter video series videos I've been doing for the while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I may or may not have done about, I don't know, somewhere between 7 and 8 reviews in a row, so I'm feeling a little bit sluggish. Who's to say? But, anyway, I'm in the back room. I'm going to eat some stuff and talk about it. I got a Beer Can Thunderbolt poster watching out behind me. I got a crappy old ladder off the side. I got some Marvel figures up there. And folks, I'm wearing a cool shirt. When I wear a cool shirt, I like to highlight the cool shirt. What cool shirt am I wearing, folks? Well, today we're wearing, boom, Tony Jaa shirt. Tony Jaa. Who is Tony Jaa? Well, folks, you need to get with the business if you don't know who Tony Jaa is. Tony Jaa, he is a Thai martial arts actor, stuntman. He's directed some stuff too. Like, he's freaking phenomenal. This guy right here is the person who I really credit with getting me back into martial arts cinema. So you gotta understand, folks, I've loved martial arts stuff ever since I was a kid. I grew up in the heyday of it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe with Snake Eye and Storm Shadow. Like, it was a thing in everything. So I grew up loving it. But as I got older, other things come to your life, other interests and stuff. And then around, like, the time I was in high school, that's when, well, no, it would have been a little bit before that, I think. Maybe, like, late middle school. That's when, like, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon came back. You had movies like Hero, House of Daggers, and stuff like that, which are beautiful films, and I appreciate them a lot now, but at the time, I was really sort of taken aback by it. They're very heavy on, like, the wire fu and, like, the very, very sort of, like, artistic type of fighting and stuff. It's less about the action and more about the beauty of the art. Which, again, I appreciate now. But at the time, I wasn't too into it. I wanted to see people actually kicking some ass, and I wasn't really getting that. Then, a little-known film called Ong Bak comes out from Thailand, starring a guy named Tony Jaa. And the shit that he could do was just phenomenal. It was stuff where you're watching it, and you're like, I don't know, man. Jackie Chan's pretty badass, but I ain't never seen him done that. No offense to Jackie. And that was really what I was like, I need more of his stuff. It needs to be a thing. And I love the guy. He's more family focused these days than doing acting stuff. He still kind of shows up here and there. He was in one of the Fast and Furious movies. He was in one of the Triple X movies. Did 3 Ong Bak movies. He's done some stuff. Why am I wearing a shirt with the thing? He's in a movie called The Protector. But it's only called The Protector over here. Over in his native Thailand, it was called Tom Yum Goong. Because, folks, we're doing it. Boom! It's a wrapper. Yes, indeed, folks, we are doing Mi Lao Thai Chay vegetarian Tom Yum flavor. Now, if you're not familiar, Tom Yum Goong, it is a Thai soup. I'm a big fan of it. It's not my favorite. Tom Kha, personally, is my favorite Thai soup, but I like Tom Yum soup as well. So here it is. Ha ha ha! Yeah, it's instant noodle Tom Yum soup, basically. And the interesting thing about it, it actually comes with its own little lid. Because the way that you prepare this is you go over there, you take the contents out, put them all together in the thing, boil up some water, pour it on top, take the lid, put that on top, and it like steams it. It actually went over there and popped the lid off a little bit from the steam venting out. So yeah, I saw this and I figured, what the hell, man? Why not? And I've done a run of these lately. I did the K-Army stew. I did the Kung Fu shrimp noodles. Go watch those videos if you're interested. This is the last one. I'm not doing any of these for a little while. So, we'll see how it is, folks. We'll see. Gotta get a good thing. And the nice thing is, too, you can go over, you can put it on the thing. Thumbnail. Alright. I would have eaten these with chopsticks, but it came with a tiny fork. It's fine. I also have to mention this had like 4 packets of stuff, so like they were doing it, folks. They were wasn't just one little packet of powder. It was like 2 powders and some sauce and some other stuff. It's a thing. All right. Well, right off the bat, it's not as good as proper Tom Yum soup. I wasn't expecting it to be. By the way, go watch the movie The Protector, aka Tom Yum Goong, but watch like the director's cut version or whatever it is. Don't watch the freaking watered down one where they went over there and they cut out parts of the fight scenes. Don't do it. Go watch that movie though; it's really good. Definitely not as good as the proper stuff. Not even close. But I will say I'm surprised that it's not entirely unmistakable for Tom Yum soup. Now, don't get me wrong; it is a at best passable facsimile. But one of the highlight aspects of Tom Yum soup, it has this almost like citrus like acidity to it, and this actually does have that. It has like this like a sourness to it, and well, it's not like a super sour soup or anything, but it does have that element to it. It even has like a tiny little bit of heat to it. Tiny little bit of heat. It's not good Tom Yum soup, but for being instant Tom Yum soup, I'll give them more credit than I was expecting. Because the thing is I mean, I'm not comparing this to like the proper stuff. That's not fair. I have to compare this against other contemporary, like, you know, uh, instant soup things, that you can make. And in that regard, a lot of times, it's put a little seasoning packet, maybe a little sauce or some stuff, and there you go, and it does what it needs to do. This one, I'll give them credit. You can tell that there's like actually a little bit more effort in this one to go over there and kind of give it a little bit of nuance, a little bit of depth. Now, is there a lot of depth? No, it is very shallow depth. I mean, it probably doesn't help, I guess, that it's a vegetarian base instead of course, it got on the shirt. Why not? Whereas typically if I get Tom Yum soup, usually I think I get it with shrimp. Um, so it doesn't have like a proper sort of savory aspect to it. And of course, there's no veg or anything like that to really give it that extra layer of flavoring. But what it is, I mean, yeah, I'll go with it. Um, the noodles are not super flavorful, I will say that. Not that they typically are with these type of things, but some are better than others. These are kind of but they get the job done. Um, so I mean, the question has to be asked: would I get it again? Would I recommend it to people? For one thing, I got this from like a little Asian marketplace. Uh, I, it's cool that it exists, and it's nice to have as a comparative option to some of the other ones. But for me personally, and I've mentioned this in the other ones that I've done, I prefer the ones that have like the spiciness. Now, this does actually do a pretty good job of offering something a little bit different, which I do appreciate. I might occasionally get one of these every now and again. It would not be on the regular, but to have as an option. The only thing is for me, I have a couple of Thai places around me that make some really bomb ass Tom Yum soup. I would probably just get that, but I can't be mad at this, even if it's a shallow imitation of what it's trying to be. At the very least, I can appreciate the effort involved. Now, would I recommend it to people? No. get real Tom Yum soup. If you're interested at all, get real Tom Yum soup. But let's say you're like me, maybe you're not the most proactive person when it comes to, procuring your own food. um it's like I said, it's not bad to have as an option. I don't think it's anything phenomenal, but I do like it for what it is, but I don't know that I try it, I guess, if you can find it, but it's nothing astonishing. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me on this one. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly Tony Jaa-tastic rest of your life, because Tony Jaa is badass. Seriously, go look up his stuff. He's phenomenal. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Now, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to do, folks. Even in a world where Tony Jaa exists alongside us to guide us in our time of need. Elbows and knees his way through all of life's problems. But even if we find ourselves in situations where we can't elbow and knee our way out of situations, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to watch this review that I've done here. Maybe you're going to try yourself some of this instant Tom Yum soup, as I have done. Maybe like me, you're going to be like, yeah, it's okay. But, maybe then you go over there and it inspires you to go watch some Tony Jaa movies. And you go over there, maybe you're like, you know what, I'm going to take up Tony Jaa style martial arts. I'm going to do it. Which is typically, he's most associated with Muay Thai. You're going to go over there, you're going to learn Muay Thai, you're going to go down to Thailand, you're going to compete, you're going to become like the king of the Thai boxers. It's going to be a whole thing. You're going to pass on your knowledge to students for generations. Then at some point in like the year 1594, when aliens try to invade us and go over there and manage to disable all of our, advanced weaponry and stuff like that, we will use the ancient style of Muay Thai, of Tony Jaa Muay Thai, to go over there and win the day. Or conversely, just go watch some Tony Jaa movies. Bye!